Hey friends, and welcome back to my art studio. So today we're going to be doing something that we do around here a lot, which is painting a Disney card deck. So every single video I paint 4 cards from one movie. I have a whole playlist if you want to check it out. But what I do is after every single video, I let everyone vote down in the comments which movie I should do next. And last time, Beauty and the Beast won, which I'm super happy about because I really wanted to do Beauty and the Beast, so thank you. Let's go over the ones that we've already done so that you don't vote the same thing again. We've already done Frozen, Moana, Stitch, Snow White, Tangled, The Incredibles, Aladdin, Mulan, and today we are doing Beauty and the Beast. I mean, seriously, look at how thick this stack is getting. And we still have like a couple more to do. So, super excited. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So the first thing that we always do is I take some washi tape and I outline the card so that it has a nice crisp white outline and I can just paint it without, going over the lines and stuff. This tape really helps. I decided to do the background green because it was just like one of the colors that weren't really in the color palette of any of the characters. So I thought that it would stand out. And I just went with like a light green. Okay, so we're starting with Belle. She is one of my favorite Disney princesses. Anna and Moana are entangled. Well, I have a lot of favorites, but she is definitely in the top like 5. I love her. I love the live action. I love the cartoon. All of it. I love all of it. Color matching for her was super easy. Skin tone, hair tone, outfit, super easy to match. No problem at all. I didn't even have to mix anything. Right out of the bottle was perfect. This really light skin color I had to do like 3 or 4 coats on because it was just so light and transparent, but we got there. I just really love her. I love the story, and I had a hard time picking characters for this, and you'll see later that I ended up making more than one character on a card just because I couldn't pick just like 4 characters. Like, of course I'm going to do Beauty, of course I'm going to do the Beast, but then I was like, wait, how do I only pick 2 more when there's so many amazing characters in the film? So I ended up like mashing more than one onto a card because I could not choose, and I like the way that it turned out, so I'm happy about that. As always, paintings have moments where they look weird and scary and kind of, you're like, where is she going with this? You just keep working with it. You just keep adding layers. Trust me, it'll look better. As soon as we add the black outline and add some more layers, it'll look good. So no problem at all. Black outline will change its life, especially when you're doing like cartoon stuff. When you add that black outline, it like changes the whole world, and you just keep adding all those little details and it won't look as scary, I promise. I forgot to put her eyebrows on, and when I was completely done outlining, I was like, why does she still looks like she's missing something? And then I realized, oh yeah, eyebrows. Eyebrows make the biggest difference in characters. Don't forget your eyebrows. So funny. If you ever like look up like celebrities without eyebrows or like just people like on Google Images, you will be terrified because people look really scary without eyebrows. So yeah, she needed eyebrows and I totally forgot them, but we're gonna add them here in a second. Her eyes also looked a little scary without like the pupil and like all the little outlining and details, but it's okay. I also added like some white highlight to her eyes and her lips, and I think that it added a lot, so I'm happy that I did that. I don't normally do that, but maybe I should start doing that on my characters because it looks really good. And yeah, so there goes the eyebrows, and now for the satisfying tape pull, or at least I try to make it satisfying. Sometimes the tape gets stuck and I have to just like fight with it, and it's not as satisfying, so I'm sorry. And this is the final product. I love it. Next is the Beast, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first started painting, I was a little scared that I wasn't gonna get it right and he was gonna look weird. There's usually like one card in a video that I don't really love or I think looks a little awkward, and looking at him, I was like, it's definitely gonna be him. But the more that I looked at all the colors and stuff, his character is very color blocked. Like, it's very like shape blocked too. His fur is like 4 different shades of brown, and it's very like blocked off in certain sections, so that made it so much easier to paint. So honestly, I did pull up the picture on my phone because my printer broke, so that's why you saw my phone just then, but I was like really happy with how this turned out. I was really surprised. So if you've ever been discouraged to like paint the Beast, I'm highly recommending at least the cartoon version, because the way that they designed him and all the like color blocked shading, shapes and stuff, it was really not that hard to replicate. I'm so happy with this. You just need a bunch of different shades of brown and boom. Like, what? I was like really surprised and happy with how this turned out, because I really thought it was going to be hard. But then when I just realized that it was so color blocked, I was like, oh, this is like basically a cakewalk. Like, I'm not saying he looks perfect, but he looks way better than I was expecting him to look. So super duper happy about that. And I picked the picture of him like in his suit and smiling, because all the other pictures on Google were like of him being mad, and I didn't want to paint him being like mad. So I picked the one of him being happy and when they get to dance and stuff, which I think he's just so adorable and cute. Definitely one of the best princes, I guess. He's one of my favorite anyways. Him and Kristoff, love them. And yeah, of course, that black outline is just gonna crisp everything up and finish it off. I wasn't sure if I should like actually outline every single shape or not, but I ended up doing it really lightly, and I mean, it looks fine. I just wasn't sure if I should like actually outline every single shape or just outline like the outside of him. But I think that it looks fine with everything being outlined, so I'm not mad that I did that. I'm just like really happy with how he turned out. Super, super cute. Next is Lumineer and Clocksworth. I feel like I pronounced that weird, but I mean, like, that's his name. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it weird. Again, I couldn't just pick one, and I know that you guys are wanting me to probably paint Chip, and I wanted to paint Chip just as much, so I couldn't pick. I was like, I love Lumineer and Clocksworth, I love Mrs. Potts, I love Chip, I cannot just pick two of those, so I ended up putting Clocksworth and Lumineer on the same card, and I'm happy about this, because they're usually together anyways, so I had to just play around with, like, the design. I just printed out a picture of Clocksworth and a picture of Lumineer, and I just, like, collaged them on there and made it work, so I'm really happy with that. Clocksworth was a little hard to paint because his stomach is like 3D and he has like the inside of the clock, so that was like kind of hard, but I feel like when I go in with the black outline and stuff, you can definitely tell that it's 3D, but when I was just laying down the colors, I was like, oh no. This isn't gonna look right, but I think that it ends up looking fine. Another thing is Clockworth's arm is yellow, and then like all of Lumineer is yellow, so like at first I felt like they were getting lost, but again, when I come in with the black outline, it doesn't seem as lost. Lumineer's face is kind of hard, was a little hard, because he has like, I can't explain it, like his eyes are very like down, and then he has like weird cheeks and a nose. Like his cheeks and his nose are like the same shape, and it's just kind of awkward. So I feel like I didn't do that one little spot right, but overall I feel like you can tell who it looks like. So he's the one in this video that I think looks kind of weird, but not like too bad, if you know what I mean. Like his face ends up looking a little funky, but you know who he is, and I'm still really happy with how the cards turned out, so I'm not like super mad about it. And here we go. This is what I'm talking about. With the black outline, I'm trying to like get his facial features, and I just feel like he looks weird. I don't know. Something about his eyes and his cheeks just feel weird. And if you don't feel that way, that's cool. Like, I'm glad. But something about it, the more I stared at it, I was like, something just feels off, but I couldn't figure out, so I just left it. And then Clocksworth, I feel like turned out fine. His little mustache and everything. He's so cute. I just love this movie so much. Like, doing this made me want to watch it again, and I've already watched it so many times. So, yeah. Super happy with how this one turned out. Super happy that y'all voted for this, because I really wanted to paint this in the card deck. And then the worst thing ever happened, and I'm so sorry, you guys, but my files got corrupted, and I did paint Mrs. Potts and Chip, but my files got corrupted, and I cannot like get to the footage of me painting them. So here's the footage of what they look like afterwards. I'm so sorry. I'm so sad because I think they turned out so good, and I'm so upset that I don't have the footage of me painting it. This is like the first time that I've had files corrupt themselves, and I'm just sorry. I'm really sorry. I hated it. I almost was like, should I just repaint it and refilm it? But they turned out so good. Like, I'm so proud with how they look that I don't think that I could replicate like the same thing again. Like, I don't think I could make them look as good. So anyways, I'm really sorry, but I did paint Chip and Mrs. Potts, and I think that they turned out so adorable, and I love them so much. So I hope you can forgive me and my camera for being a jerk and corrupting my files. And then, of course, we go in with the Mod Podge, and we seal the paint really good. It's just regular matte Mod Podge. I just like put a crap ton on there and it dries, and you can play the cards as normal. I haven't had any problems with like chipping or anything, so it should be fine. And yeah, this is how the whole set turned out. I'm super happy with this. I think all 4 cards look pretty amazing. Mrs. Potts and Chip are one of my favorite cards, so again, I'm really sad about it. But yeah, this whole set looks so good. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm really happy with how these turned out. So happy. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what movie I should do next. I'd really love to do Monsters Inc. So if everyone could just vote that would be cool. But like, if you don't, it's okay. I just really want to do that. So I'm gonna let's add these to the stack. It's getting so thick. Holy crap. But yeah, just make sure to subscribe so you don't miss another video. I post every single week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.